Madd Hatta Show, the all-new Madd Hatta Show, right here on Majic 102.1. And it would not make sense if I didn't have my true homies to come in on my first week back to be co-host. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the incredible H-Town is in the building.
What's up, H-Town? Yo, what up, y'all? This Shazam.
And yo, it's your boy G.I.
And I'm glad that y'all here. This wasn't very important. Here's why I really wanted y'all to be here. Number one, the first group that I met, and G.I. can attest to this, was me and G.I. I was actually working at Majic 102 doing nights. This is true. It was a club called Studio 9.9. Studio 9.9.
Yeah.
Studio 9.9, if people don't know the story. And G.I. just, I don't know if he knew I was the new guy in town or whatever, because at that particular time, I thought G.I. was the leader of the group, because the way he came to me was like on some leader stuff. And I know y'all know the story, but for those that don't, G.I. came to me like, hey, man, got this new record, we would loot and da-da-da-da-da. He was just selling me on this story. Yeah. But I was like, hey, man, if he's from the H, I got the ability to, at that particular time, I could play music that I wanted if I felt it, if it was dope. And G.I. just laid it on me like, hey, man, you can, look out for us, man, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So I just figured, at first I think I was doing something like a pumper to dumper or something like that.
Right, yeah.
But when I heard the song, I'm like, oh, this is dope. Of course, y'all, it was knocking the boots. Obviously, I put it on pumper to dumper. It went crazy. And I just kept playing it.
Yeah.
And then my boss came to me and like, hey, man, we just going to play it all day long. And then I don't want to say that I'm responsible now, and that's not what my story is saying. The real part of the story is G.I., this is how I was introduced to the group H-Town, because of G.I.
Yeah.
So I feel like my beginning started kind of with H-Town. That's just the truth. And then, of course, when y'all received one of y'all awards, I want to say it's the Soul Train Awards.
Soul Train, yeah.
Best and I'm at the house. And y'all got the award. And I want to say that it was Shazam. Yeah. Man, we want to shout out to Madd Hatta. I'm like, oh, snap. They just said my name on TV while watching the award. And I think it was my birthday when it happened, too. And I'm like, man, that's probably one of the best birthday gifts. Not that I ever got a birthday gift, but that was big, man. When y'all did that, I'm like, oh, that's love right there. Like, all the people he can be listed, he just threw me out there like that. So, man, still to this day, I'm appreciative, and I think that's why we've always had this little special bond. But I just thought, if I'm coming back to Majic 102, take it back to where it began.
Where it all started.
And another side note, I've been having this young lady in my DM. She is infatuated with H-Town. Now, this is the truth, man. For like the last 4 weeks, this prior to anybody knowing about anything happening with me at Majic 102. She just be asking me all kind of questions. What kind of group were they? How was Shazam? How was Dino? Did you ever see him live? Like every day she would like hit me off with another question. Like, how were they live? And I'm like, I had to think back. Like, they were dope. I didn't go into no detail. They were dope. Da-da-da. What kind of person was Dino? I'm like, Dino was Dino. It's hard to explain. You have to be there to understand. Yeah. Stubborn.
Exactly.
Got his idea how it had to happen. You could sit there. I remember having conversations. Dino, now you should let such and such produce your album and da 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 da. Had I'm not doing that. Okay, you got to do you, baby. So but he was going to do things his way. So salute to him. But the young lady, I can't remember her name right now. I should just open my phone, but I got it away from me because I'll be here on my phone and trying to talk to y'all at the same time. Yeah. She's really, really into y'all, and she's young. Yeah. And that's really what my question's about. Y'all got these youngsters in their 20s still digging the group that, hey, man, got about 20 plus years. I mean, I ain't trying to age nobody. I can't talk about nobody aging nobody. Yeah. But for real, y'all, this is a group that came out in the 90s, and y'all still, it has to be kind of interesting for y'all that you still got all these young kids. The old heads, they love you anyway. Yeah. But these young kids gravitating to y'all. What do you think it is about the music of that era, the 90s or whatever, that they just they can't get enough?
The heart, you can feel, the songs that we were singing, you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? You can feel it in your soul. So we was really singing from the soul. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you felt everything we said.
And then also, man, a lot of cats like Tyler Creator, one of the biggest rappers.
Oh, that's right.
Out right now. He sampled our stuff. Us, a lot of new cats been sampling, like Knocking the Boots, and They Like It Slow. So emotions. That, emotions. So it's like, and they tell Tyler Creator, I thank you for that check. That's a big check I'm getting. Thank you, brother. You know, and I think cut that off. I remember when Tyler Creator came to me, I didn't know who he was.
Really?
No. And,
wow.
and I was like, nah, he can't do the song.
There's somebody listening right now don't know who Tyler the Creator is. I'll play y'all a little portion of the song that he used, the H-Town sampling. It was a dope song. It was a big song for Tyler, so I'll do that right quick.
Yeah, his biggest song.
Yeah. Make sure you mention that.
Yeah.
But here y'all are, man. Y'all still doing it, man. We in here with H-Town. Y'all still feeling good about everything that's going on. Y'all still doing shows. But what I'm going to do, I got to play one of the classics real quick, but then we're going to come back. I want to talk about that at some point. You know, unfortunately, your brother passes away. Yeah. There's a slump in the game. What kept H-Town going? Okay. Shazam, G.I., of course, H-Town is in the building on the all-new Madd Hatta Show. I can't believe that I'm back.
Welcome back, man.
Welcome back. Hey, man, listen, I was out there chilling, had a baby, not me personally, but the wife had a baby. I wait to this point to have me a little baby, although I do have 2 older daughters that, you know, adopted them and, you know, things are really popping with them. But I didn't really see myself coming back. Then somebody said, hey, man, this is where it started for you. Yeah. So if you really going to end it, you know, let's do the wraparound right here. Right. So here I am. And this first whole week, I said, I'm going to do co-host. And I put in the call. I'm like, I got to get H-Town up there because I feel my history starts with H-Town. Yeah. It really, really does. So shout out to my man G.I. who came up to me like a boss. Hey, man, if you can't play my song, bam! Hey, like, who's this kid?
I was consistent at a young age.
Hey, let's go back to that knocking the boots. Did you guys think that song was going to do what it did? Because y'all had been doing music prior to that moment.
Right. No, we didn't. We really got in the game. We was just really want to put Houston, Texas on the map because at the time, the Ghetto Boys, everybody thought we gang banging, was gangsters and killers down here and rode horses. So we was like, we just really want to put our city on the map. That's what we named ourselves H-Town, and we're just hoping to be on TV and the people to see that, wow, we made it out the hood. You know, we came from 4th Missionary, grew up in 3rd Ward, went to Jack Yates and Sunnyside, all that area right there. And we would just want to just show the world that everything ain't just about gang banging and shooting, and you know, because
it was a rough time back then.
It was a rough time back then. So we want to bring the more love making side with the 808s. If you listen to Lick You Up and Knocking the Boot, we got them 808s hitting there like Rapper a lot had in them, you know, the Ghetto Boys. So that's where we got that from. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, let's talk about that first album and how y'all got the deal with Luke, because many people probably don't remember this story. In fact, I still have my Luke jacket that he gave to me. J-Mac borrowed it a few weeks back and then gave it back to me. He think I'm going to forget. But anyway, how did that whole deal come about? Because y'all guys live right here in Houston, Luke all the way out of Miami. How y'all even connect? Because a lot of people probably don't even remember that story.
Well, our former manager, Patrick Johnson, shout out to Patrick Johnson.
Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, he was our former manager. So he was friends with Luke. So when Luke came to Houston, he made Luke miss his flight to come here and sing in the studio. Yeah.
What did Luke say when he first saw y'all perform?
Well, let's tell it the other way. We sent Luke a demo first. Okay. And he thought it sucked.
Really? What song did you send to him?
I think we sent him it didn't make the actual album. It didn't make
there was another formation of H-Town prior to y'all.
Well, they called the Gents.
Right, okay.
So you know the Gents, and then, but then we had to.
And was it always y'all three in the Gents, or was there other members?
It was
always y'all three.
It was us three, but we sent the tape, Patrick Johnson, to Luke, and Luke didn't like it.
Really?
So
I don't remember this part of the story.
So Pat said, you gotta hear these guys sing. And right when we sung, we had came up with a song called Lick You Up and Down, Lick You Up. So Pat made Luke miss his plane, and he drove Luke straight to the studio where at the time me and Dino was, and he said, "Man, you gonna do me like that?" He said, "Man, trust me, Luke. You gotta hear these guys sing." And we had just wrote the song called "Lick You Up." Stick hit the play button.
What up, Stick?
And what's up, Stick? Me and Dino sung live in the studio. You know what I'm saying?
To the beat.
To the beat.
Oh, wow.
Stop, don't get this. You know what I'm saying? And girl, I want. You know, after the little kid boys then. We did that. And Luke said, wow, they like baby Lukes. Because, you know, we had a song called Lick You Up and Down that was like, wow.
It was nasty.
You know what I'm saying?
It was nasty.
So that's why, you know what I'm saying? In 2 weeks, we had a contract. We was in Miami. Then we say no, we know. But then we told him, hey, we got a GI. the guy that's in the that's weird to let him know that we had GI in our group. And then he said, oh, okay, well, bring all, everybody come. Bam, that's how it happened.
So how did H-Town, the Knocking the Boots come about? Do y'all remember the story? And how did that become, if Lick You Up was the first song that y'all played for Luke and he like, okay, that's a cool song. How did we like, okay, Lick You Up is not going to be the first single. It's going to be Knocking the Boots.
Well, because in the midst of Stick had sent us some beats. And at that time, I'll never forget, I can see it now. Dino started off writing a song in my grandmother's house. And he was calling the song Tick Tock or something. I said, Tick Tock, that don't sound right. I said, man, they be like knocking. We can do something like knocking the boots. So then he was like, well, man, you write it then. You know what I'm saying?
I like your brother.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, well, no, well, I'm going to write my parts, man. So, I start writing my part. I came, give me some good, somebody rocking, knocking the boots. He said, okay, I like that. Oh, I like that. I said, now we need to get G.I. in here. So we're going to let G.I. write his part. So we called G.I. up, and G.I. heard what me and Dino did, and G.I. started putting his flavor on top of it. Yeah. And then when Luke heard it, he's like, no, this the one. This the one. And we was like, no, man, no.
Really?
No, man, no. Yeah.
They wanted to lick you up. They wanted to lick you up. That's what.
Y'all didn't think that Knocking the Boots was y'all didn't think that to this, wow, that's crazy.
We didn't
When I heard the song, I knew it was a hit, dog.
But Luke, by being the business, and forever, you know what I'm saying? That's why he was our mentor. He said, no, this is the one. And he said, I'll never forget, he looked at me, he said, you got a girlfriend? I said, He said, well, you better get you one now because in a minute, I give it 2 weeks, y'all gonna be one of the biggest groups in the world. We was like, whatever. We gonna be the biggest group. Yeah, man, because we literally went from.
It was fast.
It was fast.
It was
We
fast.
did not think it was going to people chasing us out the mall, and it was like, what just didn't happen to us? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, it would happen so fast. My mother was still living in the ghetto, still living in the low-income apartments.
I got you. Yeah.
So, that's how fast it happened.
It did happen fast. I mean, one week I was playing it, 2 weeks later, it seemed 2 to 3 weeks seemed like it was the #1 record across the country, man.
Yeah. Right.
I'm still so taken away by that fact, man. And just, here's the funny thing, and this is not to insert myself in this picture. Does this happen if I don't have this chance meeting with G.I. at the club if I wasn't at this club?
Right.
More likely, it probably wouldn't.
And don't get me wrong, you still got the power of Luke, and you could have probably got the record popping in another place. But Houston is a top 10 market, and it moves.
Exactly.
Well, I will. We would have to give you credit on that.
No, don't give me credit.
No, I'm gonna give you credit on that because I'm gonna tell you something.
Because I was some dude that was not from y'all city. I played the record, and he came to me and said, "Hey, man, that record's a hit, man. We putting it in full rotation." I was like, do what you do. It didn't even mean that.
But you know why? You know why I have to say that? Because at that time, that's how you broke records on Kiss It or Diss It or Dump It or whatever you had. And at that time, the fans, so at that time, how you break a record, all you need is 1 to 2 big cities. And this is one of the 4th largest cities in the country. Yeah. So when you played that record, I'm just saying, because back then they said if you could just get one of the big cities, out of the big 5.
Everybody else
followed. In Houston, when you did that, it made it easy for Luke to
they
just
can go, hey, they playing them all, KMJQ, Magic, them over there. I ain't gonna play. It's the biggest stage of them.
Most definitely.
No doubt.
Most definitely.
But I'm not gonna I'm gonna give it to the program director at the time, Ron Atkins. Salute to him. Luke for signing y'all and knowing. Got to give it up for Pat, who was managing y'all at the time. He was a hog on these streets. I definitely got to give it up to the guy G.I., who was bold enough to walk up to the new guy and say, "Hey man, play my record."
Oh yeah.
I'm like, how do you know I can even play records? Because technically, the truth, if people don't know, really DJs around this time in this era, they were not allowed to play music that they wanted to play. But they had trusted me so much, they were like, "Okay, Hattie, you can play maybe 2 or 3 per hour, but the rest of it, don't mess with our stuff." I'm like, "Yes, sir." So I had some freedoms at the time, and I'm really glad that things popped off. And look at you guys now.
Appreciate it.
And then another thing, man, I want to say, man, that
and thank y'all, man. I really thank y'all.
We want to thank you
too.
Just man, a lot of times people don't know just little things like the things you used to do for me and my brother, my mother. That it really helped her get over the. To deal with the past with my brother. When you had your thing, you always acknowledge the birthdays and stuff like that. So, people don't really realize that in my house, my mother, that helped her. You know what I'm saying? Or she'll be like, "Oh, wait for man, every year." You know what I'm saying? So I said, man, I gotta tell these guys. They don't know this, but this helped like probably literally helped
healing
save
process.
he'll save my mother's life from just going to such a deep depression because she would look forward for that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then you start a trend. I mean, I noticed Rob G started doing it, Candy Eastman started doing it. So you started a trend, and we, in our mind, we never forgot that. Like, wow.
Well, thank you.
So
I don't take no credit for nothing.
I got to give you the credit on that. I got to give you the credit on that.
All I can take credit for is being in Studio 9.9 and the guy by the name of Gi walk over to me and say, hey, man, we just signed a loop. I got a new record. Will you play it? Like,
here you go.
And I'll be honest with you, G, I thought the record was going to be super whack. I thought it was going to be super. I'm like, this guy hanging out in Studio 9.9 talking about he signed with Luke. Yeah, right. Then I looked at the CD. I'm like, okay, got the Luke Skywalker on it. Let me listen to it. Got in the car. Okay, then.
Yeah.
I said, you know, I'm partial to them samples too.
Yeah.
So y'all had the Roger Troutman that. I'm like, oh no, this is a banger right here.
And listen, at the time, we didn't even know that was a sample. That's how young we was.
No, we didn't.
We really did not know. We thinking, oh man, what you talking about? I said, what are you talking about sample? Like, you know, we didn't know.
That's super old school by y'all time. That's super old school.
So the guy that produces a little bit older than us.
Absolutely.
He knew, but you know, we did not know that was a sample for y'all. I argue with people like, bro, I don't know what you. That's you know, that's Robert Charleston. No, it ain't. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? No, he played every instrument in there.
But y'all had a chance to work with Roger later. Stop. We're gonna start right here. I want to talk some more about that. But since y'all mentioned Lick You Up, my co-host for the day, this moment, H-Town is in the building. Shazam, G.I. Thank y'all so much for being here. You guys are a part of my history. A birthday several years ago, y'all shouted me out, and man, it still sticks to me as one of the premier moments of my life.
Yeah,
I mean, it really does.
Most definitely.
A lot of people go on TV shows. They, you know, you kind of get lost in the sauce. And you know, when Shazam said Madd Hatta, I'm like, that boy just said my name. You're real. You know, all of a sudden you real now because you said my name. But I was really pumped up, man. And I thank y'all for that, man. It really made my birthday.
Yeah.
Aside from that, though, things have happened over the years. You know, you guys were at the pinnacle. You was at the super top, and everybody thinks when they at the top, me included, when you're at the top, there's no way that there's ever gonna be a bottom.
Yeah.
Right. And then the music industry and everything changed. I don't know how much y'all want to get into. I know y'all went on TV. Y'all put the chains on and the jail suits. That was an incredible time, man. But y'all felt what you felt. When you was in your deal, you did feel like a group of artists that was locked up and couldn't do your thing. After y'all did that, did you ever think, well, y'all still was doing y'all thing. Y'all had a
couple of soundtracks that kind of saved us.
Yeah.
So those soundtracks, like really, we was going through that. We had Part-Time Lover, and then we had Thin Line.
Classic.
And those two songs like really saved us while we was going through that litigation with our company. You know what I'm saying? Caused us to get the $3 million deal. Nah.
That's true, even though you laughed it off. That is true. Then it was what, Ladies Edition?
Ladies Edition.
And another hit off that album.
Yeah, another hit off that album.
How long, I'm just curious, how long after that, because I know at this point, Luke, you guys are all cool now. How long after that, after all these years, were y'all able to mend that fence, so to speak?
Well, one day, man, we had a show in Miami, and Luke was there. He was there with his wife and kids, and I said, man, I want to get to Luke, because I want to always tell Luke this. I hadn't seen Luke maybe in probably over 25, almost 30 years. So I
really at that particular wow.
So I goes into his. I tell G.I., I said, man, I just want to talk to Luke. You know what I'm saying? And I want to, so I goes in this room and I said, listen, man, I want to just tell you. No, whatever happened, no hard. I said, but I want to thank you and appreciate you, and thank you for. I'm making money off something I did 30 years ago, and I have a career. You know what I'm saying? So I said, no matter what happened, man, I want to give you your flowers and let you know, man, that H-Town, you always have a special place in our heart. I said, because now you gave me a name to where I'm able to make money off of all over the world to this day.
Yes, sir.
I got a show in London, 2 sold-out shows in London because I'm H-Town. We got Switzerland coming up because we H-Town. Luke helped build that name, so I want to thank him and say, man, no, I just want to let you know, no, you always got a special heart or hearts for H-Town.
How did he receive it?
Yes, sir.
He just like, he just said, yeah, man, I appreciate it, and he was cool. And then we kind of started reminiscing a little bit about the old times, and then we kind of talked about maybe hooking up, doing something, but nothing really perceived from. But I want to get that out to let them know
you
that.
You wanted to say that to let them know.
And I want to let them know that we was kids. A lot of things that we didn't understand back then, because we found out a lot of things we didn't know.
Grown, right?
You know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, we didn't
got to grow and learn.
You got to think we 16, 17 years old at this time. We don't really, some things the way we handle it, putting the change on, and we just went crazy.
Ooh, it was wild, son.
And we didn't know what Luke was going through. So you know what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely,
so I just want to let them know, man, can you forgive H-Town for anything wrong than we done? Because at the time we didn't really know some of the things he was going through with people behind the scene that was taking him for his money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you had that I was always wondering, man, were y'all able to? Because it seemed like over the years y'all are kind of cool, and obviously Luke has moved on because Luke is Luke.
Most definitely.
So he seemed to be super okay, if you know what I mean. He still got his. So shout out to Luke, man. He's always been a cool brother to me as well. So I had to say that. But I was just always wondered about that. Now, also during this time, after all the songs, and we'll go back and circle around that, there was a lull period. As you are high, one day you get low. How did you guys survive during the low times? And then the low times is Dino passes away. Then there has to be a moment for you and G.I. to look at each other and say, oh, snap, our lead singer, what is H-Town over?
Man, it was hard, man. It's like, we went through a lot of depression, a lot of drinking, a lot of just like, we don't really know what we're gonna do, you know what I'm saying? And then I just think that a lot of begging too. It may sound, but like, when I say begging, I mean trying to borrow money from family members, women, women, that was on our corner. Hey, man, but one day we would just GI ended up setting up all these social media things, and
on social platforms,
on a platform, and the fans was like,
Planet,
won't y'all come back? We want to see y'all. And we was like, and I was like, they fans still want to see us. You know what I'm saying? They like, you know what I'm saying? And because too, when Dino died, it was so dark to where you would think some people would give you sympathy, or they would be like, oh, keep your head up. But there was a lot of people out there was like, y'all need to go sit down somewhere. That's good.
Really?
That's good. Yeah. What? Like the internet, I didn't really realize how powerful and mean the internet was.
He said mean.
Like, bro.
I dig it, dog.
Bro, I'm talking about, I literally had people telling me, you and G.I. to go sit down somewhere, it's over for y'all.
Oh, wow.
Like what? Or your brother gone, don't nobody want to see, you would think in your mind, bro, I just lost my brother and you gonna say this to me?
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, then we put it in. So when G.I. showed me, he said, man, the people still want to see us. So I said, well, maybe let's try to do a couple of shows and see what happens. So we did a couple of shows and they sold out. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, what? As a matter of fact, in Dallas, Shreveport, showed people, bam, drove in. And so once I got the courage to start singing again, and man, then I started dropping new music. A lot of music we dropped didn't get out there big, but what it did was let people know we could still put music out.
You know what I think? I also believe that they didn't think that you guys could sing.
Yeah.
So that was the part I think that was the hardest, because your brother, he's just he's just a bright star. It is what it is, and sometimes a personality can be so overwhelming in the group that it overtakes everybody. And you and G, I commend y'all. You didn't mind taking 2 steps back and allowing it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that was the big deal, that, we don't think that these guys
we can hold our own,
Right. But then y'all started dropping the songs, and it seemed to take a turn, but people were still kind of like, even radio, in my opinion, was like, oh, no, we ain't gonna play that record. I'm like, this is a good sounding record. Why is we tripping?
And then we did the record with, we did a Knock on the Heels with Jodeci.
I remember,
We did
I played the instrumentals. We could play the song. I played the instrumentals.
We did that. And that, honestly, that song is one of the songs that really helped us get what promoters start to book the group again. And once they see, but they still cold on stage. Hold on, these guys. and then it also showed people how much that me and G.I. didn't do, because a lot of parts we do now, like the high notes, that I didn't know my high note was that famous. People be like,
Yep.
man, you didn't hit the high note, man, I'm mad. So it's like now I have the pressure, I have to hit this high note at this age every single time.
Every show,
You know what I'm
every
saying? So when we start to perform, it reminded people what me and G.I. did. Even our dance style.
Right.
People love the dance style, you know. They love our parts. Like, you know, Lick You Up, that's my part. And all three members on Knocking the Boots have major parts on Knocking the Boots. The hit song.
That's right.
From the high notes to the middle. So it's like it just, you know, reminded people, hold up, you know what, I forgot. You know, Dino was just so strong that they forgot that me and G.I. had parts.
We a part of the group too.
Right.
We just ain't here because we pretty boys now.
Yeah,
But we got the dance steps.
Yeah.
The dance steps.
I also think that a lot of people that they haven't been paying attention. Like a lot of songs that we release, we created dances for them. So every song, you did the dance.
Y'all never had nobody doing y'all choreography?
No,
we do it all ourselves.
Oh, really?
Because we was all in the music and band.
And we wrote every song. That's what people don't realize. 90% of H-Town is written by us. We wrote Knocking the Boots, Lick You Up, They Like It Slow, Natural Woman, all those songs.
Well, that's why you were just very happy
Yeah.
about receiving the check from your boy.
Yeah.
You don't receive that check if you don't write nothing.
Yeah, you don't write nothing. Yeah.
Facts.
Well, I'm happy that y'all. By the way, we talking and we having a great time, but I would be remiss in saying we can't see H-Town's on. But before I even get to the concert that's going on here, H-Town is one of the first R&B groups. I don't know if y'all ever get mad about this because, you know, time overshadows some people. Before y'all, there was a brother by the name of Chris Walker. He had gold and platinum records.
Yeah.
Nobody ever talks about Chris. I'm going to see if he'd be nice enough to come on and let me talk to him.
Yeah.
People, you know, after the ladies blew up, there was nothing else in this city. It was always Destiny's Child. I'm like, well, one of the first R&B groups to go platinum is H-Town.
Yeah.
But y'all kind of like don't ever get the mention there. I'm like, ugh. And I get it, you know, don't get me wrong. Beyonce and crew, Destiny's Child, they are strong. There's nothing we can do about it. But also a huge legacy of this city. We got to sometimes remind people, H-Town was there first and made it happen for us, man.
And we named ourselves
Open the
H-Town.
doors.
On purpose.
On purpose. Because a lot of people was not calling the city H-Town until the group H-Town came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we purposely said we want to put our city on the map and be one of the first groups to let everybody know from the singing side. I always get Ghetto Boys from the rap, and I give H-Town from the singing side, the R&B, to show, hey, man, we make love and we treat our women right. Because, you know, we always have to respect things for the women, you know what I'm saying? We go a little raunchy, but we'll get soft on you, too. We go both. We go both ways, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to just be this, you know what I'm saying? So,
do y'all ever get a little upset about feeling like y'all don't maybe get mentioned in that sweep of things, or, you know, hey, it is what it is, and we're just happy to still be here doing what we do?
If I used to, man, but I think the real people know somebody always stick up for us. It may be you or somebody may like, you know, when I remember Rob G, when he did the thing, he said, nah, before that was a did. So I kind of don't like to say it myself. So I let you say it, Hatta, and I let, you know, the other DJs and everybody else say it, you know. So somebody will always stick up for us when they go too far. When you go too far, there's a Madd Hatta somewhere. You know, somebody gonna say, no.
It was an H-Town group.
There was an H-Town.
No. But
So,
I
you
just was wondering how y'all felt about it, because sometimes history it can lose people in it sometimes, man, and I hate that. And we got to celebrate not just our hip hop side, but we got to celebrate our R&B side of the city. You know what I'm saying? And just not Destiny's Child and Beyonce. There's a lot of other folks that helped in the foundation of music in this city. So.
Yep, and shout out to Destiny's Child. You know, they the
then
homies.
Ideal. People don't say nothing about
Nobody
Ideal.
says nothing about Ideal.
They was after us, but Ideal was another group that had a couple of hit records.
They did. There was another group by the name of Groove You back in the days. Y'all remember
Groove You?
Yeah.
Special Treat.
Oh, that boy went back to the Special Treat. Hold on, man. I gotta see if hold on, man. Let me see if I can find that right quick. I need to do what we used to call a two in a row.
Yeah.
Hit them boys off with a Special Treat. And then hit them off with the Ideal. Huge song, Get Going. I don't even know if these cats are still around H-Town or not. I don't know.
Well, I know Ideal is, I don't know if they
one is here and the other was on the West Coast.
Okay.
Now, I don't think they touring, but you know,
Performing
one
like
of them passed not that long ago.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought
so, you know,
well, shout out to
out.
Ideal. If y'all can get the word out that, man, sorry about the passing of one of y'all members, but shout out to y'all. Y'all still in the hearts, at least in mind, of Madd Hatta. So let me just anyway, let's play some of those classics right quick, man. Tell me about that one particular song. You said you got a memory that goes along with it.
I remember, man, Special Treat, you said it was love, and I was like, wow, they on Majic 102. I thought that was like, wow, they done blew up. You know what I'm saying? I really thought, I couldn't think nothing outside of Majic 102 at that time.
Right.
I was just thinking, you on Majic 102.
You made it.
You done made it. And then they was doing all the clubs. And I was like, wow, man.
I'm glad you mentioned them, though, because that's another group in the history of this city that gets forgotten.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you guys, another reason why I was wanting to come back is not necessarily to resurrect, but to pay homage, because I think the hip hop side really got acknowledged in this city.
Yeah.
I don't, and this is my personal opinion. I think Beyonce blew the city up so much, they have a tendency to forget some of the people that came before that were the footsteps to get them in the door. You know what I'm saying? So part of my legacy is I would like to see some of those groups get their props. Yeah. And then there's so much R&B in this city right now that is not being acknowledged. Like, we got some crazy groups and artists out here that's doing it. That nobody hears, but they doing show. Dende, shout out to him. It's so many of them. Though.
So many of them,
And I'm hoping that we can create a path
that gap
for that new generation too. So I just really wanted to say that. Now, before you start to reminisce and brought back some of those classics, I did want to mention, because I would be remiss if I did not, that our very own H-Town is going to be live in the city where you can see them in concert. DJ Cassidy, his Pass the Mic Live, it's coming to the city. When is that? Saturday, February 17th. It's going to be at the Smart Financial Center. H-Town going to be on that stage. Body rocking, knocking the boots.
That's right.
I'm saying it wrong, but y'all know that it's not my job to sing their song. That's G.I. and that's Shazam. That's what they do. But they're going to be in the building. I heard, Adina Howard, that's going to be crazy. Carl Thomas, who I want to say Carl Thomas lives in the city.
He lives
in the
city. I heard that rumor. One time,
he does.
Okay, I'm making this about me. I'm sorry. One time I was at the airport, though, coming in, and he walked up to me like, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, oh, snap. Carl Thomas know who the hell I am. That is really just cool. That was a cool moment. He just like, hey, gave me some damn, just kept on moving. I'm like, damn. But anyway, I got to get Carl Thomas up here. What up, Carl? Holla at your boy. Teddy Riley, one of my favorites of all time. I heard he's going to be.
Can I tell you who else live here?
Who? Go.
Busy Bone. You got to get busy.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
How long has he been living here?
Man, he probably been there about 5-6 years now.
Oh, boys be living here and gals be on the low.
Hey, Busy, don't be mad at me, man, but I had to let him know you live here. He probably going to be mad.
I hear up there telling my business, man. This is such an incredible city. I tell people all the time. Leela James probably got mad at me because I'm like, hey, she live here too. She's like, hey. I'm on the down low in the city. I'm like, I'm sorry, sister.
Yes, down low.
But, not on the down low, but, they live here because they want to live a particular life. Mm-hmm. And if you are not really astute, you ain't going to think that that's Busy Bone at the K. Roger over there.
Yeah.
Or you see him coming out, you stop and go like, damn, he sure look like Busy Bone. But you don't know that. That's what I love about this city.
But that's one thing a lot of people don't, and I don't give us credit for, is that H-Town, we never left our city. A lot of time we got beat up because they say, people would say, man, y'all need to get out of Houston. Yeah, that's why y'all get treated like that. Y'all need to go to Atlanta. Y'all need to go move to L.A. This was taking y'all so long to come back. But I just could never find myself just leaving my city. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the loyal to the city. And I'm not going to lie. I do think if I would have got out the city, H-Town probably could have came back quicker. Yeah. But, it's sometimes you get lesser love in your own hometown, you know what I'm saying? So people was like, man, y'all need to go. I just could never leave. So I finally got resurrect my career, but I stayed right here in Houston, Texas.
Thank y'all, man.
H-Town, raised and born.
Because at any point in time, y'all could have said, man, I give up now. I give up, dog. I done everything that I could here, man. I'm bleeding, and they ain't supporting me. They ain't buying my music.
Yeah.
I've never, on the cool. I've never seen y'all trip. G.I. I've never seen.
Yeah.
G.I. has consistently been the same. So the hardest G.I. ever was the day he saw me in that club back in 1993. Ever since then, he's been one of the most laid back guys. Hey, what's up, Hatter? always soft spoken. I've never seen him upset. I've never seen him angry. I hate to say you've always played your position. You never try to outshadow. I've never heard you down talk. People, sometimes when you're a member of the group and you got other members that somebody might be talking about, other members start to trip. I've never heard you trip. In fact, I'm glad I'm starting this. Why have you never? Because there's at any point in time there could be jealousy in the group. That's the breakdown. Every group is because of a woman, drugs, jealousy.
Right.
It usually goes down like that. Yeah. I've never heard that G.I. was jealous of anybody. He was mad. He was upset. Why? Because
I knew everybody's position. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you're the lead singer. You go and hit them high notes. I'm gonna play my position. You know what I'm saying? I sung a couple leads on some of the songs, but I didn't care to, you know what I'm saying? Long as I'm more of a behind the scenes person. Like I did a lot of the writing and, you know, all them pretty harmonies that you hear in all the songs, you know. So, you know,
we trying to get G.I. to do one though.
Yeah.
We trying to get G.I. to do a song. I'm trying to get G.I. to do a song.
But what happened? What's the holdup? Right? What? It's not your thing? We already had you feel like we've established ourselves. I don't got to try to reset what we've done.
My thing was we already had to meet though. We already had the most. We already had the lead singer. That was the foundation right there, and he was the second lead. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm on a pretty harmony. So it was like everything was like.
And you cool with that?
I'm cool with that.
I salute it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people scared to play position, man.
Right.
A lot of people scared, or they get angry or upset or jealous.
What about me? Yeah.
But I've never detected jealousy from you. So I just wanted to tip my hat to you because I've never picked that up from you. You've always been in your lane. Now every once in a while you would pick up the phone. Hatta, man, you know we got a new one. And a lot lot of times, G.I. got to give it to G.I. would just hit you just to say, what up?
Yeah,
exactly.
So respect.
I hit that hotline real quick.
G.I. letting boys know we still out here. We still out here.
Yeah.
Now, right now, you guys, I have to be honest, you still super hot.
Yeah.
You still can do sold out shows. You still traveling. Did you think that the group, after the passing of your brother, is gonna get where you will get back to this moment right here? Because you know y'all getting good checks right now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I believe with the hustle and because I know we have talent. I know the talent that we have, and I know my drive, and I believe we could have got back, but we had to take every bump that come with it. You got to hear the people saying he can't sing or they can't do this. But no matter what,
and you could have gave up. Most
just keep
all
going.
That negativity can kill you.
Yeah. So I knew if I kept going, no matter what they say, I'm gonna keep going. Because I said it's always up to God and myself giving up. So I said as long as we keep going, eventually we will get back, and people start to respect the talent that me and G.I. bring to H-Town, and to keep the legacy going of H-Town and my brother Dino, you know what I'm saying? So people respect me for Shazam do what he do. You know, Shazam, you know, I was considered the second lead singer in H-Town, and they like, hey, and then the high note man. I told you a lot of people love those high notes I did, and they come to concert to hear me hit a high note.
Right.
So you know, hey, that's just what it is.
One note. One note.
One note.
After that, well, the show's over for us. Y'all boys keep doing what you do. We go. Well, I'm proud of y'all. I'm so happy that you're still able to do what you do.
Yes, sir.
Because some people in the game, they don't get that second burst. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we'll take a break. We'll come back. We got to talk about, there is a second burst because there's a new single. And on the video, I thought I seen something, and I'm going to need clarification because I thought that boys got married to other boys' exes that might be in jail right now. Anyway, we will talk about all that. Home, where it all started for me, back with one of the original groups that gave me an opportunity to play their music, and I got the opportunity to watch their rise. It is a fascinating thing to see some guy in the club one day, and then the next day, it seemed like all the girls were throwing panties at these kids. So it's beautiful to be a part of that history, just to see it. So I'm proud of y'all, and I'm happy that you're here. But right now, we got to get into this new single. Now, and you did a little something, because Shazam, I seen him a couple of weeks before all this happened to me coming back to Majic. And he was telling, because he was excited about the single, because he was getting on me. Had a man, I'm doing this thing, I'm going viral, man. You ain't did no dance, you ain't did no rap to it, man. Where you at, dog? He was going off. I'm like, hold on, man. Come on, what's it? Shazam, holla, this, I'm your boy. Nah, man. He was going, but in fun spirit. It was not bad. But I was happy for him because he was going viral. But now, the song has taken a turn.
Yeah.
A couple of things here. It seemed like you were saying, or somebody was saying that you were married now, or getting married to R. Kelly's ex-wife.
Well, I did get married. Okay, I did get married, but it's a catch.
Oh,
it's a catch.
Okay,
let me tell you this. I did get married.
Man, where's my tea when I need to start sipping?
And I did marry Drea Kelly, but this the catch. I married Drea Kelly in my video.
Just for the video.
I saw that going around because I was confused at first. I'm like, okay, that's I'm so happy for him. He got married. Then because I was like two parts. I social media.
Yeah.
I was just seeing that you got married. And then I got confused because I started seeing stills. I didn't see the video. Right. I was just seeing stills.
And then the blogs picked it up and said the blogs picked it up.
Woman. I'm like, that's tacky, my brother, but okay. So I'm happy to know now that it was just a video.
It was just a video.
Not saying that nobody should be with R. Kelly's woman. She needs love too, and she's moved on in her life. But with you, my friend, out of H-Town, it would have been tacky.
Let me tell you how that all came about.
Yes, sir.
Drea Kelly, we both kind of had a wine line through the same company. And when I was looking for somebody that can dance.
She can't dance because she's originally a dancer.
And, with a nice body. So when I came across her, she heard the song Strokey Doke and she said, I never heard a wedding song like that. Everybody understand that's a wedding song.
Wait a minute. How the song called Strokey?
Because
and it's a wedding song.
Because see that's the thing. People only listen to the word strokey doke. But if you listen, when I first started off, I said, you my wife. It's a honeymoon song. Don't waste no time. I'ma do the strokey doke on that. It's honeymoon night. I'm talking about the honeymoon. You see what I'm saying? If you listen to the song,
I'm sorry, man.
Listen, we talking about. Listen,
I couldn't get past the title. I'm sorry.
Listen, we talking about flying to Hawaii.
Okay.
If you listen to the words of that song, we say it's called honeymoon. Honeymoon night. I'm gonna do the stroke. It's honeymoon night. You know what I'm saying?
We need a new title, bruh.
Huh?
You had me. I couldn't get past title.
Yeah, see, that's why everybody.
I didn't even. I'm hearing lyrics and not even paying attention. All I hear is strokey doke and them boys back to that nasty stuff.
When you listen to the song, I start off saying
still nasty, but it's with his wife.
I start off saying that I'm married now. You're my wife. Now I can basically do the strokey doke, and I'm basically telling. I'm talking to my wife about taking her on. Listen to the chorus about the honeymoon night.
He talking to me like he mad. It's about love, Hatta.
Yeah. No, really it is. So it's so clean. A pastor can do a sermon on it because it's ordained by God to be married. You can do the strokey doke with your wife.
Now that boy coming in to preach today.
You know what I'm saying? So when Drea Kelly heard it, what made me really pick her, she got it. She said to me, "Wow, I never heard a wedding song like this that comes from the honeymoon side." And she said, "This is something the world need to hear. And you know what? We need to do a video to let people know it's okay to be married to your wife and have fun and explore. This is your wife."
So she really was into the whole idea of doing it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a hard convince.
It wasn't a hard convince. Wow. Like she said, God created sex. They gave us, he wanted us to multiply and everything. So that's what Strokey Doke is about. Every song H-Town though, people hear so much the nasty part of it. But but like it still had a message in it. People didn't realize that. They missed the message on that. Take your time with your woman. But all they think about is the grinding part of it. But we saying take your woman out, take her slow. Take your time. They like it slow. You ain't gotta rush. We on a date, 24 hours, 24 days in the day. I'm spending the day with you. We ain't got to rush into sex. Let's take our time. But everybody looked over that.
he done took time to learn how to finesse these interviews. I see what's going on. No, I love you. So but I dig it. How are you feeling about the song right now? Like I said, it went viral. Then you got this incredible human being to be a part of the song.
The song went #1 on iTunes. It's playing on BET Jams right now.
Absolutely.
So you know, right now we on Urban Radio right now. That's going up. You know, he's like number 59 on Urban. So it's steady growing. It's steady growing, and to be independent. You know what I'm saying? So we just moving, man, and we touring all over the world.
I got to ask you something about that. Now, on this particular song, this is Shazam featuring H-Town. So it seems to me like it's a solo project. So
no, that's the deal.
Help me to understand.
This the deal.
Because G.I.'s my brother and I'm a detective.
Yeah. So no, the deal is, man, like I'm the type of person, I'm into doing different stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so what I'm doing a solo project, right?
Okay.
But let's get it straight. I have not left H-Town. I'm still in H-Town. We're still touring all over the world as H-Town. So what I figured, I did a song that people don't realize my brother Dino co-produced that song along with me. You know what I'm saying? That's some of Dino's production. I wouldn't put my production in there with it.
Okay.
But it was a song that I did years ago that was gonna be with featuring H-Town. So I decided what better way to put a song out where it blows. It helped me do my solo thing, but it also keeps the name H-Town alive. You know what I'm saying?
I dig it.
I'm in the midst of doing a solo project, but I'm also in the midst of doing a H-Town project.
Okay.
So you get
I'm just making sure my brother's still around.
Yeah. And I've been talking to G. I said, G, you should do a song.
I'm glad you.
I'm trying to encourage you. I say,
solo, no, at least one song. You know.
I try to get G to do. I said, man, let's do one song. Cause see, I'm gonna tell you something. Who I really do look up to is New Edition. I look how New Edition, BBD go do something, Raph do something,
now,
Bobby do.
Let's be honest, but they didn't know it was gonna happen like that.
But
it just so happened to happen like that.
I want to plan mine like that. But then guess what? They come back together and get the money. So
they do come back to get that money. Bobby we can do another one. Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna do some solo stuff, and we working on a H-Town project. And if we can get one song out of G.I. Come on, G.I., give us one song, baby. Give us one song.
It's got to happen on its own.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, but I'm not gonna
take its course.
Yeah, okay. I'm not. Let you take its course. So that's basically what the plan is. It's like, you know, but I'm still in H-Town. I'm just doing different things, and but H-Town is always #1 in the foundation. And
Say less. We good. All right, I just had to make sure about that. I got to figure out how I can get me a pair of tickets. Somebody can give me a pair of tickets. We got to get a pair of tickets. DJ Cassidy, Pastor Mike, going to hook you up. We're going to hook them up right now with a pair of tickets to see H-Town, 112, Dina Howard, Carl Thomas, holla at your boy, Teddy Riley and more, Saturday, February 17th at the Smart Financial System. You know how to call. Shout out to G.I. and Shazam, who were nice enough to come up here. Part of my history will always be H-Town. And I just really want to share this new moment of being on Majic 102 in the afternoons with H-Town, and they were nice enough to come up here, and I appreciate them for that.
Most definitely.
I just want to
say,
man,
you know what? We want to welcome you back, man. We want to welcome you back, and we want to tell you, man, we miss your voice, man.
Well,
you know, but for real though, it's certain people. Well, their voice is soothing to listen to on the radio. No, real talk, man. You know, your voice.
I ain't got those kind of pipes, bro.
No, but it sounds like it belongs on the radio. You know, some people don't. You know, some people on the radio like, why? How do they get a job?
That boy sure know how to get his music played.
No, but how do they get a job? No, for real. But Madd Hatta has always had one of those voices that it belongs on the radio.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you,
and it really does. You know, people don't, because that's how I always looked at it. When I was like, you ain't talking about, you could be talking about something whack. And I said, man, but the soothing of the voice, it just belongs on the radio. No, but remember that your voice belongs on the radio in some kind of way. Even if it's in commercials. But it belongs on the radio. That might be your new thing when you don't just do commercials, but it belongs on the radio.
Look, y'all, if you need commercials done, a step away from here. I'm your boy. According to Shazam of H-Town, holla at me. I got a website, maddhatta.com. Where you at, baby? I'm ready to work. Anyway, let me stop. Okay, I'm starting to call these King questions. I stole them from Larry King, and I thought they were real cool questions, and I added some of my own twist to it. But with that being said, here we go. First of all, both of y'all, favorite color, G.I.
Blue.
Black.
Favorite word, G.I.
Wee.
That's your favorite word?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let it ride go.
Jesus.
Ooh, okay.
Say you doing it now.
Got him. All right. Favorite person, G.I.
My mom, she passed away though, but still my favorite person.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
My mom.
Okay. Going good. Favorite book, if you got one.
Nah, I ain't got a book.
Okay.
Book. What you got?
I don't got one.
Okay. Who or what inspires you? Inspires you the most, G.I.
Who inspires me the most?
Who or what? If it's something that inspires you, it could be a thing, a place, a person.
I mean, my family inspires me the most, so because they support me and they help me to keep going, in this industry, what I'm saying, to not think negative about things going on. I always think positive because there's always a positive around the corner.
Okay.
Man, mine go back to Jesus, man. I believe I can do all things through Jesus Christ. I believe that's nothing. That's it.
I can't fight you on that. Favorite food?
Pasta.
Okay. I ain't see that coming.
Chicken wings and lemon pepper wings with the hot sauce on the side. All flats.
He love them wings.
Right, so since I said that, the follow-up is favorite food place. And it could be, if it don't have to be H-Town, if it's somewhere.
Papados.
Say less.
I like Luby's.
Yeah.
My man, here you go.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all, you know that you starting to get older when you okay with the Luby's, man.
I love it.
Me and Shazam can pull up right now. We ain't tripping.
Pull up.
We ain't
Luby's, man. That's it.
Thank you, man. Now you're making me feel better about myself.
Hilarious.
When was the last time you cried?
It's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time.
You can't even remember.
I'm gonna say January the 28th. That's the passing of Dino's when the day he passed. That was just recently passed. So
Yes,
I kind of shed a tear in my own quiet area. You know what I'm saying? So
got you.
that's probably the last time I cried. January the 28th of 2004.
Yes, sir. 24.
24.
Person that you would love to have a conversation with, could be past or alive. G.I.
I would say Dino again. I would say Dino, most definitely.
Dino.
Yeah.
Most definitely Dino.
Everybody was like, yeah, I know what they're going to say on that one.
Really?
G.I., childhood celebrity crush.
Celebrity crush? From the Will Smith show, Tatiana.
Oh, wow. Tatiana Ali.
Tatiana Ali. Back in the day, Fresh Prince days.
You know, before I made it, I lied and told everybody Chili from TLC was my girl, and I really did. I had a crush on her. She don't know this, but I lied and said she was my girlfriend. And
Did you just say you lied and said this?
Well, when I was in school, right before we got the deal, we was in high school with Luke.
Yeah.
And I told everybody I got a deal with Luke, and Chili is my girlfriend. So when I blew up, they really did believe it. But yeah, Chili.
Okay, I dig it.
TLC.
I dig it. All right, guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure. Super nachos. I love my super nachos. I gotta have them, like every day.
Guilty pleasures. If that good or bad, I mean, would you?
It's just your guilty pleasure. I mean, that's bad.
Food.
I mean, no disrespect, but that's killing you. But I ain't gonna. We're gonna get into a health show later. And I'm gonna call you back because we gonna. Because them things be tearing up them insides. Baby.
I'm not gonna lie. I love to smoke cigars.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It mellows me out. It's like I love cigars, man.
A lot of cigar brothers out there. They try to get me to.
Yeah, but
what attracted you to the cigar thing, man?
Because it can give you if you really, it's levels, man. So it's like right now you can go to the big dog. You really get a kick, like a high that.
Really?
Oh yeah, and you don't even have to inhale it. So now I find myself I'm back doing the mild cigars because it's more of a I feel good, but if I go to the big boys, it's a little too much. But you can get a real kick out of that.
What do you have a favorite name brand? Or kind? I don't know how that's.
Well, I'm more to right now, and they might say it's a girl cigar, but I be smoking the Titanic flavor cigars.
Okay.
But because it's like,
Titanic.
I'm more, I don't want to be, but a cigar can make you know how you people get drunk and get out their mouth? A cigar can do that to you. You get the right one.
Really?
Yes, I'm back on the miles.
Okay, I got to get some research on this. I never knew that right there.
But you don't inhale it. Just blow it out. Don't inhale it, and you're going to get a...
Okay, I learned something
You might
today.
throw up.
Okay, now you turned me off.
Oh, yeah. I do it now.
G.I., biggest risk you feel like you ever took?
The biggest risk? This here, music business. Because, there's a lot of ups and downs in the music business, Got a lot of crooks and robbers. A lot of snakes.
True. Okay.
So,
The music business.
Biggest risk I ever took. I probably could say the music business too,
Getting
man.
married.
Just the music business too. Basically just what we doing now. It's like we doing it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And it can turn out another way. You know. You know what I'm saying?
I got
Most
you.
definitely.
Best compliment. I know you've gotten a lot of compliments over the year, but maybe somebody said something to you like, "Oh, snap, that was all right."
I had some girls tell me they like my pelvic thrust, and they like, "Can you still do that?" or you look like you can.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I like that. So my pelvic thrust.
Yeah. I had a fan DM me one time. She's about maybe 14. And she said, I'm a big fan of you. I'm a big fan of you. She said, but I ain't know Knocking the Boots was that old. Well, I still took it as a compliment, though.
Gotcha. Yeah, that song is what?
Yeah,
93.
yeah.
Oh wow. This
30 years.
30 years old. Wow.
30, so let's put it's 3
she's
years old.
14
We're gonna
years.
flip it 3 years old.
Y'all gonna change that?
Well,
Okay.
every year the song renews itself to the next generation.
That's what I realized. Those songs, not just that one, but all our songs, it renews itself to another generation. And the reason why I think the 90s music is standing is it don't sound dated. Like New Jack, not to knock New Jack, but that's the 80s, but
It has a particular sound.
Yeah.
kind of like but the 90s music, Drew Hill, 112, H-Town, so it sound like it can go right now. It don't sound dated.
I think it's because the stories that were told in that music. I think it just resonated with people, and it still continues to resonate with people. In a different type
And we
of way.
talking about
than,
something.
I think that's what it is, and I think the early days, the '60s and '70s,
Right.
and also the '80s had that too. And I think I think to listeners, it seems like the music has gotten away from that.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. So
And that's why the shows sell out, because people want to come. They
do sell out,
They
man.
sell out, man. We be doing shows in front of 25, 30,000 people, and like 10,000, the rock bottom 10,000 when it's going right.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it'd be like,
if you're ever looking for somebody to do a little back, I'll holler at your boy.
Got you,
that
got
last
you.
thing that made you laugh really hard just gave you a good laugh, Gia.
When I was watching the new the last Chris Tucker special.
Okay.
what made me laugh? The last thing that made me laugh.
Really hard just gave you a good laugh. It could be anything.
I can't think right now.
Okay.
I can't think. I don't want to hold hell all the time.
We be
I
hitting them
can't
off.
think, yeah.
All right. Stranded on the island. I don't know when you get off, if you're going to get off. You might not, but you got one song you can take from one person. Who's going to be, G.I.? What song is going to be? Who's it going to be?
I would go with some Smokey, that Baby Let's Cruise.
Okay. Doom, doo, doo, doom,
Yeah.
doom, doom, doom,
Baby
doom,
Let Cruise.
doom.
And who would I take?
Yeah.
Maya.
So did girl have to be a celebrity girl?
No, it can be whatever you want. That's his dream. That's what he
Yeah.
said. I asked the question, he answered. He said Maya, and he won't take that Smokey cruising. I don't know.
Yeah.
He got some things playing while he there, so that's on him.
Okay.
This is totally GI thoughts.
He said.
Totally GI thoughts.
Just
It's
thoughts.
a
Well,
random question I'm asking.
Well, I would take my song "Emotions" because that's my brother's favorite song, and I would take the lady that's in my life at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I
Or the
like
lady
it.
in my life. You know what I'm saying? So so whoever that is, but I would take the lady in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I like the way you tap toeing around that one. I'm gonna let it ride too. Let it ride too.
He tipping.
And finally, is there a favorite song? It could be yours or it could be somebody else, but that song that just, that's my joint right there.
I like what was that? Tyler.
The creator?
No. Tyler, the water song.
Oh, Tyler, water
song. Yeah, I'm digging that song.
Okay,
right
so are you feeling the Afro beats?
Yeah,
man, I am too, man. I see
most
a lot
definitely.
of these. Usher just did the Afro beat, Joan. Everybody on this Afro beat, man.
Right.
It's going. They keep it up, it's gonna kill R&B, but that's a theory of mine. We'll have to see. But Tim's, Tyler, I'm loving all of them, man. Little Burger Boy action when I can. Anyway, it's not about me. It's about you.
For me, man. It's just one song I always use to get myself crunk, and it motivates me for some reason, and it makes me feel like I'm a star, and I start to pretend and emulate. It's the Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. That in the video. Whenever I'm down, no, for real, whenever I'm down, or I feel like I want to go to another level of like stardom, I always put the Smooth Criminal on, either watching it on TV or either it's in my truck. And I know for some reason, that's the song that makes me say, think big. Think big. And it's like, that video was like, on another level. So even when me doing the solo thing I'm doing and the H-Town coming back, I always go back and look at that Michael Jackson. And then what's so crazy, when I look at the video, every move he doing, I see my face on his body, like it's me. You know what I'm saying? So that's mine. Real talk.
I dig it. I'm gonna get into some Smooth Criminal. H-Town in the building. Don't forget, live in concert Saturday, February 17th, Smart Financial Center. They bringing along 112, Adina Howard, Carl Thomas, holla at your boy, Teddy Riley. More is the DJ Cassidy Pass the Mic live tour that's coming to the H-Town. Can't wait to see y'all. Tear it up, rip up the stage, act a fool with it. Thank y'all for coming by.
Thanks
I love
us.
y'all. Thank you for everything. If I never told you, Shazam. Thank you for the shout out for my birthday 100 years ago. Man, thank you. It's one of the highlights of my life. It really, really is.
And another one you forgot, we was inducted to the R&B Hall of Fame. I don't know if you ever saw that, but we mentioned your name on that, the R&B Hall of Fame.
Well, now I'm gonna have to Google that up.
Yeah, H-Town. And so we talked about, the memories we had with the Madd Hatta Show, because a lot of groups haven't made it to the R&B Hall of Fame. I bet y'all didn't even know it was an R&B Hall of Fame, but they inducted H-Town to the R&B Hall of Fame.
Man.
And we gave everybody that's been showing us love throughout a career they flowers.
Thank you, man. I can't believe I missed that, man. So my apologies for missing that, but there's really true love for y'all. I've always hoped that you guys blew up, stayed there.
Most definitely.
Had money in your pocket and all that good stuff to make you feel good. And never really wanted y'all to take a fall, man.
And thank you, man.
Again, man, I appreciate y'all coming up here. Y'all could have like, F had it. We're not going up there.
Nah.
But I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all made me a part of your musical journey.
Most definitely.
And if I didn't want to be G, I was going to force me to be a part of your musical journey.
Well, please don't be mad when we put you in the movie, man. Because you have to be. No, you get the story going. That's how the story went.
Oh, Lord.
So when we do the movie, it's going to start off G. Hey, say, man. Hey. I got to do.
If y'all gonna get Denzel to play my part because we look alike. All right, I'm done, man.
Denzel.
All right, that boy said he loved Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal. All right, we gonna do it, man, because it sounds so good. H-Town in the building. Thank y'all once again. G.I. Shazam. And this is the Madd Hatta Morning Show. And this is the Madd Hatta Show on Majic 102.1.
Yeah.